just coming. Wanted to bring up a point here. There's coffee on my damn printer. Shit. Get that off later. Excuse my hair. It's just that look, you know. Comic book price guide, right? Latest edition. Now, one of the things I don't understand is that this is the comic book price guide, right? If you bring up a comic book, let's say, what's a good one? I'm doing this for a purpose, so just bear with me. Alright, let's look at the Hulk, which I just turned to. Number one is at $120,000, right? Oh, that's for near mint. 9.0, that would be $76,000. 8.0, $32,000. So between 32,000 or 7, actually for fine would be 6.0 would be $7,200 to $32,000. Okay, in here you don't see anything about CGC. Right? Nothing. There's nothing about CGC in the comics, in the listings themselves. However, what kind of irks me is the fact that put on the green poker Hulk cap. What irks me is that since the CGC is not listed in here at all, why is it that the price of the comic books that are CGC go up when here in the comic book price guide they say that it's a certain price, but proprietors of CGC comics, you'll see this on eBay, they jack the price up, and now Superman #1 is out on eBay for grabs. It's up for grabs to anybody that can afford to get that kind of comic book, which would be an incredible heirloom to give to your kids. However, I don't understand why people would jack up the price of the comic book itself when it's still graded, according to the comic book price guide, at $32,000, as this says, which doesn't make sense, because if the value of the comic book itself goes up just because it's CGC, then that's overvaluing the comic book for its actual price, which is, according to the comic book price guide, doesn't match up with the actual price. So, we got Action Comics here, and they're bidding on it. This isn't an auction, we're talking about for sale. So CGC is partly to blame for, entirely to blame for this, because somehow in the mind of comic book collectors, I don't know what's going on here. Huh. I guess the listing for Action Comics, isn't really listed in here. Well, it's not listed in this first part. I'm sorry. SH. We're in the oldest comics section. I'm sorry. The actual one is right here. ADC. Again, you know, it doesn't make sense why. Here we go. There's a lot of listings for Action Comics. Action Comics, origin and first appearance of Superman by Siegel and Schuster. Right now it's at 2,100,000. So people are trying to get it for a steal. And currently the bid is $1 million, but the actual price for 9.0 is 1,500,000. So it's at the right price, bidding price for the comic book online. It's at $1,720,200. So this is the thing about CGC Comics. It doesn't line up with the actual price for being for sale on in the comic book price guide, and there's no reason why proprietors of CGC Comics jack up the price when in the comic book price guide the actual price is different from what they're jacking it up to, just because it's been professionally graded by CGC Comics. Get my point? Catch my drift? You laughing now? Okay. So it just doesn't make sense. Okay. This is one of the reasons I don't really like CGC Comics, except for probably issues like, you know, Submariner number 1 through 10 or whatever should be CGC because they're older comics and they're delicate. You know, you rip that baby up, you're going to lose a lot of money. But for somebody with such a comic book, keeping it around in the CGC is better than opening it up and looking at it. You can look at it online and get, you know, some of the frames out of it or whatever. Just to read it is a privilege. But that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't understand why they do this kind of stuff when the comic book price guy says something different. So, you know something's wrong.